Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformer Studio Series SS-108 Wheeljack from the Rise of the Beast movie. We're going to go ahead and you can see him there in front of the box. We're going to go ahead and put him off to the side real quick and take a look at said box. And yep, you can see right there Transformers and Wheeljack and 108, and you got the VW bus right there. Yes, there's the VW logo very prominent right there. You got Transformers Rise of the Beast up there. You got the Rise of the Beast logo on the top. On the side, you have a nice close-up of his face, glasses, and weirdly big lips and all, and deluxe glass, and there's another shot of him right there, and there's the authentic Transformers. On the bottom, you have what's included and all that stuff. And on the back, you have copyrights, warnings, and some product shots, and of course, Volkswagen official licensed product. And Wheeljack and the Autobots race to escape the Terrorcons right there, because it's a cliffside chase. And yep, that's the backdrop, which, yeah, you can open this box and pull that out. If you want, you can, of course, display them on said backdrop. It's a nice bit of road right there. And, of course, you can just plop them right there and display them, or do what I do and, of course, recycle this stuff, because I'm not keeping that. He also comes with instructions, which, I have things to say about that. The instructions it's not the problem. Well, necessarily, it's, well, the figure itself, it's like, they kind of do something that's not common for these hashtag figures, whatever. Getting in close, I guess, because, yep, we're going to do that. Sorry, guys, if you're not happy with that, but we're going to look at his face. Yep, there's his face with his big old glasses and his kind of, again, very pouty lips. Very odd, but yeah, I got this kind of faux silver headlights right there. You got the Autobot symbol kind of engraved in there. You got some of the, the brown and the kind of the creamish white colors right there. You got a bit of silver from the bumper. You got this kind of weird suspenders and engine abdomen. His fists are done in brown and all that stuff. You got kind of, I guess, I don't know if those, I think it's supposed to be headlights, but yeah, you got that. You got bits of silver down here as well. That's it. Got his kind of, again, his more creamish, whitish feet right here. He's got a bit of a backpack, but nothing too egregious. I believe he's supposed to have this stuff over his shoulders, but yeah, this right here, you can kind of see he's like that. You can bring this up like this if you want. It changes the shape a little bit, but doesn't really hide it. But yeah, there's all that stuff. So that's kind of the up-close look, for better or for worse. There you go. Now, honestly, Wheeljack is a weird character, because, like, he's got that weird, he's kind of almost got a cult, following now, because, the Pablo cult, I guess. Some people really like this Wheeljack, and some people really hate this Wheeljack, and, I think he's fine. He doesn't look nothing like any other Wheeljack, but you know what? He's fine. And, he does come with this, smoky translucent gun right there. It's got some degree of detailing, but it's kind of weird. It's translucent plastic. I don't know, sure. I guess just because a large chunk of it was translucent. So there you go. He does peg very snugly into his hand. Of course, it's got the shorter pegs, but it's so snug that's not a huge problem here. But yeah, he's just generally, he's kind of weird looking. He's very, I guess, kind of Steve Urkel-esque, which I suspect that's exactly what they were going for. And yeah, he's fine. The only thing I have a problem with really is just his legs are just so difficult to just pose right, because his feet want to collapse so easily, and just it's hard to get him posed in a way that looks normal. It's just he just seems to want to just pose every way but the normal looking way. He always either wants to sit like this, or so you see how the legs are, like he wants to sit like that, or he wants to just lean way forward, or I can't ever seem to get the legs to cooperate with me. It's just because the feet want to collapse. So I wish there was like a locking point for the feet, but that's unfortunately just how it is. But yeah, I guess speaking of that posability stuff, his head ball joint left and right, you got up and down. You do have, I think, a smidge of waggle, but it's not very much. The arms can go a full 360, although the doors can get in the way of that, unfortunately, so you can't really actually get the full 360. They would theoretically be able to, but you can't. Outward is kind of limited. I mean, right there you can see there's nothing, but there's a cut there, so you can, if you know what you're doing, you can kind of get some outward, but you have to kind of have the arm at a weird angle to do so. And of course, there's also this hinge as well, that right there, so you can actually get that, but it's it's kind of odd looking. It's also very stiff. It does have a swivel right there, and also because of how it transforms, you can get that swiveled outward there at the shoulder. You can adjust these door wings a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit. Yeah, you also got the elbow, which is a bit over 90 degrees. There is nothing at the wrist. There is a waist swivel right there. If you untab stuff, you can actually, if you untab that a bit, you can also swivel up here and too if you want. The hips are on ball joints, so you got forward actually quite a bit. If you get them outward a little bit, you can get a really high kick. Back, you got a lot. Outward, you have about that much outward. You do have a thigh swivel. Knees are pretty much 90 degrees because of how it's transforms. Yeah, I see he has a very thick shins. And down here at the feet, you do have a bit of forward and back. Yeah, a bit of forward and back here. Actually, a lot of forward and back. You do have good degree of ankle tilt, and there's this little heel spur you can flip down if that's ever useful for anything. So, yeah, he's actually posable. It's just he poses weird. He's just a weird guy. That's kind of the thing. Wheeljack's just kind of weird. Rise of the Beast Wheeljack is just plain kind of weird. He's kind of hard to quantify and whatnot. I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about the robot mode. It's like, I don't know, it looks all right, I guess. He kind of looks like a dork, which I guess is kind of the point, but like, yeah. But yeah, his legs are just weird, and there you go. But go ahead and bring him back here, because we're going to bring in all the Autobots, because I'm finally doing that. I said I would, so we're going to finally, you know, all the Autobots from Rise of the Beasts. So here's RC. Here's Bumblebee. Here's Mirage. Not an Autobot, but here's Noah, because why not? And here's Optimus. Yep, there's the lineup. All except for Stratosphere, who no toy's been announced, so I'm probably never going to get one. Yeah, so, but there you go. So that's the robot mode. It's kind of dorky, but that's kind of the point, I guess. So we'll go ahead and get to I guess vehicle mode, which this is the part I really don't like. Well, okay, so first get the gun out of his hand. So first thing you got to do is what was that? What's the first thing to do? Actually, you got to take these the arms here. You want to bring these up on the these ball joints like this. You want to bring them up like that, and yeah, bring it out on this joint so it looks like this, and then bring it up like that. And that's just to get out of the way. And also got to go ahead and fold these at the elbow just to get that out of the way for a bit. And you're gonna unclip this, and you're also gonna bring these out to the side. You want to bring these doors out, like bring them down and out to the side, and bring the upper part of the chest up like so. That's pretty much the reason why you're doing this part. You're going to do this for now. You're going to rotate this all around 180 like that. And then from here, what you want to do is go ahead and bring these back. Then you can bring these down. Yeah, you only brought them out to get them out of the way for a bit. Now you're going to bring them down. And this is the fun part, because one of the fun parts, because now you have to get this all the way down in a really tricky way. You have to kind of bring this back, and again, that's why you have this fold. You have to bring this back and start bringing this down, and kind of get this like moved in such a way it clears right here like that. Yeah, it just kind of comes in like that, right? Same thing on this side. Bring it down, kind of bring it out like this, and then bring it down the rest of the way, and just trying to get this to clear right here like that. That's the, I guess, one of the less fun parts of this transformation. Then up here, you want to go ahead and take this and bring this out, unfold that, and bring it flat like there. Then bring this over top of his head and everything. Bring it over top of his head and just kind of clip into the front right there like that. Go ahead and bring the doors forward, make sure the elbows are clearing, clear the elbows and all that stuff, and then bring those back. It's two, so then the doors can tab in right there. Then you get the arms chilling out right here. Now you want to go ahead and open up these white panels. You want to open those up right there like that. So this is the fun part, because now the instructions tell you to get the arms up and over this, and it's like yeah, this doesn't fold out any further, so it's like, is there a special method? And as far as I can tell, the only thing, and this is not an instruction, which is just turn the waist, basically turn this waist 90 degrees, and then it gives you a little bit extra clearance so you can get this up and over. And same thing on this side, just get this up and over like that. Then you turn the waist back. You want to turn the waist all the way this way, so down is facing this direction like that. Then you go ahead and tab these together and bring them forward. They're supposed to tab in. They probably won't at this point, but they will tab in eventually. Also make sure the upper torso didn't actually, do what this did, which is twisted more. Which is annoying. So yeah, now I have to untab this because it twisted on me again. Which is just really frustrating, to be honest. There we go. Do not. Yeah, so that's what part frustrating is. Like, wow, they actually expect you to phase plastic through plastic. That's what's, or at least according to the instructions. But anyway, right down here, what you want to do here is take the heels and fold those in, and collapse the feet up into the legs like that, and do the same thing here. Fold the heel up, collapse the foot into the leg. Now here you want to go ahead and then rotate here below the leg like that. Do it backwards. I in fact did this backwards. I got the waist facing the wrong direction. So let me do this again. Yep. I rotated the waist the wrong way. First time I've done that. Of course it's on camera. Yeah, you just get the waist. So yeah, you want it like this. There. Now we'll go ahead and bring this back up, and yeah. And also you kind of go ahead and just bring the legs up like that. It helps with clearance a little bit. Someone's probably yelling in the comments, no, don't. I'm about ready to go, but yeah. Anyway, then you want to rotate the lower legs like this, so they're kind of facing like that. Go ahead and bring these up. You can see these, line up right there. And then you bring these down. Before you bring this down, you want to open these up, then bring these down. And also go ahead and tab it all together like that. Yeah, bring these down, and there's pegs right here, which will go line up with peg holes right there. And this at this point, there's a lot of stuff that's going to probably try to let's say misalign itself for a bit. It's weird how it's like you can eventually just get it all to line up at some point, but yeah, get that all pegged together right there, right there. Trying to get this all lined up sometimes is a pain because you're fighting multiple, the joints that are there and everything. Yeah, get that all squared away. Get that tabbed together. Now back here, what you want to do is bring these up right there. There's these hinges. Bring these up and get these tabs underneath the roof right here, like that. Just bring it in. Make sure that stays tabbed together. Bring this down. Tab that all in like so. Give it a good squeeze, and then down here, these will go. Just go ahead. There's a tab here which will go in that slot right there. There, and yeah, there you go. There's Wheeljack in his alt mode. Mostly. Let's get that. Squared away better. Yep, it is a brown and cream colored VW bus. You can see, it's the Spanish version. So you got Operación de TV Pablo. So I guess TV repairman or something. TV repair, whatever. However that exactly translates. Yeah, it's basically TV repair. Overall, it looks pretty good. You got, you can see his head right there, but it's kind of a funny way because it's right there in the, where it's supposed to be, I guess, because he's driving. He's just driving. So you get this, you get a nice VW symbol. You got some silver, for the headlights and bumper and all that stuff. You do have the kind of a roof rack of sorts molded in. You have, of course, you had the TV Pablo thing. You got some door handles picked out in silver. There is no paint on those, but I believe they actually have these ones, at least the front ones have I think they have a little tiny VW symbol on them. I'm not sure. I can't remember if they're painted out, because I know a lot of these were because, they were cheap, so I'm not sure if they actually had painted rims or not back in the day. You got the rear windows picked out in black. I believe it's something slightly twisted, but yeah. Any more silver going all the way around and everything. And yeah, he typically cleans up pretty well. But yeah, getting here to the transformation, like, I really don't like what they have with the arms right here. Which what they do is, like, you have to kind of squeeze it past. And I'm trying to figure out if there's a better way. I'm looking at the instructions. They tell you just move it up. I thought maybe there's like the hinge moved out further. Nope, it's just move it up. So okay, I guess there's an extra step. You have to actually twist the waist. And of course, it doesn't help when I twist the waist the wrong way like I did. But overall, it's kind of frustrating. There's some frustrating bits about the transformation. Getting the shoulders all lined up, getting the arms lined up. The legs aren't bad, but like this stuff right here, because of the nature of all the shapes, you kind of things are banging into each other and they're all perfectly lined up. And then it's like, well, actually tabs together pretty well. So there's all that. But he rolls decently. The problem is here, friction on this table surface is a little iffy, but he just generally does roll pretty well. His gun, if you want to do storage, there's little tabs on each side of the gun. There's a little big old slot right here across this. You just kind of tab that in like that if you want. There's no other storage down here, which there's a space right here. I thought for sure maybe there's like a way to store it, but like no. Like this like almost looks like a slot right here. I thought maybe no, there's no real. It's not that far. Maybe unless we'll check that, because it almost looks like you can, because it's like that slot is just so almost perfect. But yeah, it's just like. Just sitting here trying to like see if there's a way to get this to slot in there, because this would be like almost perfect weapon storage. Just get that to slot in without any weirdness. Come on. It's like there's just not quite enough room, It's just not quite enough room. It's just only if, well, you can actually, actually, it's not perfect, but it holds, and there's just barely clearance. Actually, I think it is just kind of rubbing on the ground, but I guess you can do that. It can just kind of jam it into there. It actually kind of works almost. I was sitting here trying like so hard trying to get something to like. I was hoping, because but now I'm looking at it, I may have actually figured it out, but it's like so much here. It looks like it could actually fit, almost. It just almost fits. It almost fits in there. I'm just trying to. Almost fits properly. It's come so close to actually, being official. It feels like it was like there's weapon storage planned down here, and then they changed at the last second. So it's like, yeah, you can almost kind of wedge it in there pretty good, and then you get some weapon storage. So there you go. It's not clearly not official, but it does kind of work. So yay, victory, I guess. But there you go. That's vehicle modes, nothing particularly write home about, but it is a VW band. Those are always kind of neat. Those are kind of cute. So hey, there you go. So there's the vehicle mode. We're gonna go ahead and again bring in all the Autobots from the movie to compare to. So here's RC. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. Here's RC. Who, please stand, RC. RC decided not to stand today. Just leaner on Wheeljack. And you guys also see RC is way out scared because she does not fit in Pablo. Here's Noah. Noah's not an Autobot, but still. There's his vehicle mode. Here's Bumblebee. Here's Mirage. And of course, here is Optimus. And yeah, you can see overall, scale's kind of all over the place. I mean, this bus is way too small compared to this Camaro. The Camaro and the Porsche are almost in scale with each other. The bus almost feels like it's in scale with Optimus. Those two feel almost like they're in scale with each other. The motorcycle's way out of scale, but yeah, it's just kind of how it is. The vehicle modes are always going to be sacrificed for the sake of the robot mode scale, so, So that is, Rise of the Beast Wheeljack from the Studio Series. And I don't know. A lot of people are really down on this, and from what I've seen, yeah, the transformation is kind of frustrating. It doesn't work the way it's supposed to, particularly the arms. he's kind of fiddly in robot mode because he just, his legs in particular just really don't want to move in the way you ever want them to. They always want it, the wrong part always moves. You know what I mean? Just the wrong part seems to always move when it comes to trying to get the legs to pose. And the vehicle mode looks good. His robot mode is basically pretty much what he looks like in the movie. Maybe slightly different, maybe different in so many ways because again that whole weird thing going on there, but. Not that different. He pretty much looks like roughly how he's supposed to. So, I don't know. He's just kind of a mixed bag. I guess he's just, for me, he's like, I got almost all the Autobots except for the one they're probably never going to make. But, yeah, he got a good vehicle mode. I'll say that much. It's just, VW van just makes it cute looking. So there you go. It works on that front, but it's just that one step on the transformation is kind of frustrating to deal with, and I'm not sure. I'm sitting here going, "Am I doing something wrong?" Double check the instructions. No, okay. It's just they decided to tell you to push plastic past plastic, so fun. But it's a weird mixed bag. It's just a weird mixed bag overall. If you're a huge, one of the weird people who really liked Wheeljack from this movie. Probably picking this up already. If you didn't, well, this ain't going to change your mind. If you're on the fence, it probably won't change your mind either. It's kind of a weird toy with some frustrations, and some people are claiming that which one was it? One of the other versions. There's like 2 other versions that were released as well that people are. Well, one of them is people are claiming are better. I think it's just I don't think it was quite deluxe, but it's one of them. One of the other Wheeljacks that's available. It's not Studio Series. Was apparently some people are claiming it's better. So I don't know personally, but there you go. So that's it for this review. I hope you found it informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social medias down in the description and at the end of the video. Check out my Coffee, my Patreon. I shall see you next time with another video review.